to be playing with your My Player in the park.
Oh, for sure.
And you have a chance to get that NBA logo.
I might do that, but, you know, a lot of people talk trash to me on the mic.
You want to stay incognito?
Yeah, I want to stay just for a little bit, at least.
You might be able to get an NBA logo above your head. How do you feel about that?
That's big time. I need that. I definitely need that.
Some people don't want it because it draws too much attention.
The Bucks are always hyped to play in front of their home crowd. And tonight's no different. Some confident players coming through the tunnel earlier on. That's a look at our setting tonight, the picturesque city of Milwakee, Wisconsin. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. We have seen D'Angelo Russell's ice in my veins celebration after he makes big shots. And D'Lo credits his father for the inspiration.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. D'Angelo Russell out there with Edwards. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Culver in at the 3. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with the Magician. And it's Drummond in at the 5. Roman the paint. Middleton up top. It's good.
And with great positional size, Milton knows how to do damage down low.
Here's Russell. High arcing shot, and it's good on the way in.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Magician. He's guarded by Russell. Passes it to Drummond. Over Gallinari and Andre Drummond. The bucket on the assist by Middleton.
Hey, that's Drummond. Throwback center who does almost all of his damage inside.
And the pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Boy, the speed of Russell can take you aback. This guy's so good at using it to take the defense apart on the drive.
Magician passes to Giannis. Pass to Middleton. And they pick up 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Pass to DiVincenzo. And here's Middleton. Passes to Magician. Clock at 6. From deep. Out left to the wing. For the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. The pass to Gallinari. He dishes it to Russell. Lets it fly. Misses off the left iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. And he just dabbles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Timberwolves trail by 5. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Gallinari. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets the bucket.
In between game for Danilo Gallinari. Okay.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, give them...
So here's Gallinari. He had 25 points in the win against San Antonio. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Magician is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Magician passes to Drummond. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Drummond's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Here's Magician. He's guarded by Russell. That shot missing. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Giannis inside. Gallinari covering. Antetokounmpo passes to Magician. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Russell, no luck.
The defense there got away with a major collapse. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Bucks leading by 3. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Pass to Magician. Three-pointer. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Timeout called, the Bucks. A different look for Milwaukee. Jared Allen's checked in for Drummond. Jackson comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. Timberwolves also changing it up. Okogie's checked in for Gallinari. Buddy Hield comes in for McDaniels. And it's Jackson in for Edwards. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. The Bucks making a switch here. Covington's checked in. And a change for the Timberwolves. Capella's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 4. Jackson with it. 8 points his last outing. And look looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That way. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Kicks to Holiday. Passes it to Covington. Fires for 3. That one, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded. And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And guys, I think the future is so bright for Jared Allen. We're talking about an athletic, mobile big man who has already proven to be an accomplished.
We'll return shortly. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from Magician.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Culver out there with Gallinari. Then it's Russell. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Edwards in at the 2-guard position. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Magician in the last matchup against the Hawks got the job done. He finished with 20 points and capitalized from the perimeter, making a few threes. They're winning games all over the place, and he's been a factor in that success. His confidence has to be soaring. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with him.
Pretty much in attack mode the whole evening. We'll see if he plays with that same level of aggression here tonight.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Now Russell. He's got 9. The pass to Gallinari. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Hey guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Up top, Russell. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
To the inside, and to Kumbo.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And the foul goes on the Magician. That is his first foul of the game. Jared Allen's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And a change for the Timberwolves. Mike Jackson, he's checked in for Russell. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Back to Middleton. Lobs it up for Holiday. And the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And it's Culver, top of the key. Antetokounmpo against Gallinari. On the wing, Jackson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Lee outside. Pass to Magician. Shot to stop the run. Drops in the tray. Magician's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Milwaukee. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got the Magician. Andre Drummond is out there with Allen. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Jackson in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Russell inside, working on Drummond, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And to me, the ceiling that D'Angelo Russell has is really high. This guy is dynamic, he's confident, he can score it, and he's just going to continue to want to prove himself.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Jackson. Gallinari, he's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Jackson. Back to DiVincenzo. With his first shot attempt, he goes up again, and that one's good. Drummond.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
So looking it over. Pass to Capella. Back to Russell. Shot clock at 5. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Well, to me, this is where D'Angelo Russell distinguishes himself. He understands that when he can score it, he's going to be aggressive.
Here's Drummond. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Gallinari outside. There's the dish to Russell. Here's the teardrop, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Allen. Culver's checked in for the Timberwolves. Free throw no good for Capella.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
And that one's good. Russell's got 6 here in this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. It's off the back rim, no good. Bucks trail by 5. 17-foot shot on the way. DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Outside, Russell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Well, you love the aggressiveness D'Angelo Russell plays with. This guy basically dares the defense. Make a play on me here.
Milwaukee's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. That ties the game. And that's now 24 points for Magician.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Milwaukee's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. DiVincenzo passes to Magician to take the lead. They get the rebound. And to Tacumbo. Oh, and they take the lead. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
And the Timberwolves call time. They're down by 2. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Magician.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he could be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Russell with it. Now guarded by Middleton. A shot by Culver. Nobody around. Misses the 3. Bucks have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. No good from Magician. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And here's Middleton. Pass to Drummond. To the middle. Giannis right side. And that's going to be a travel.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Over in the corner. Buries the triple.
Jared Culver with the big-time delivery. This young man has no fear.
Points are an absolute must here.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
It's the first. That will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
Magician passes to Middleton. DiVincenzo with it. Edwards defending. Inside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. No one near him. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 3. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Middleton the pass to Magician. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. The three for DiVincenzo. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
A lot. Getting out here, getting the feel for the game again. It's been a while since we played 5-on-5, so getting the feel for that, getting my feet under myself, and then having fun with a crowd and the people in the crowd, and people yelling and cheering on big plays and things like that. It's been good to hear. So I've enjoyed it.
How's the summer league experience been for you?
It's been fun. I mean, my first look at a little bit of NBA action, NBA plays, and just playing against the other guys that are NBA players. It's been
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter the building. Bring out the red carpet. The soaring CN Tower is seen from the waters of Lake Ontario, along with the rest of beautiful downtown Toronto, are setting today. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with the Magician, and it's Drummond in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Flynn in at the point. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. What happens to team chemistry, Brent, at this stage of the season? Teammates have spent, a lot of time together already at this point.
Well, this is where veteran leadership and guys who have been through deep runs or their understanding of what it takes to have a team go through deep runs can really pay off, Kevin. Making guys accountable to the things that you've talked about all year long in the next couple weeks, that's critical.
And they're running. Here's Magician. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Flynn. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Here's Magician. A 24-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
It's good.
Just all the physical advantages that Giannis has really present a tough challenge for the defense down there.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. The question is always, how do you contain Giannis Antetokounmpo? Coach said, now that he's hitting the face-up jumper with more consistency, there isn't much left to take away. We're going to try to make him work hard at the other end. That's what a lot of coaches say, guys, and they don't succeed very well. We'll see if they can do it tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Van Vliet. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the night.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
With some arc, and the layup by Anunoby.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Plays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Giannis against Siakam.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Magician. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Siakam. Here's Anunoby. It's Drummond with the rebound. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. There's the pass to Anunoby. The rebound by the Bucks. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
Not a close contest either the last time they got together. Everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Drummond passes to Magician. And it's off from three-point range. And it's the Raptors' ball. Van Vliet finds Siakam. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively.
They have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. We've got Chris Boucher, and it's Ruiz in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Jackson, and the Bucks miss again. Toronto leading by 3. Passes it to Ruiz. Rebounded by Jackson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Bucks. Good on the shot. And it's 6 points for Magician.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Magician in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He grabbed 24 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. And on top of that, the energy and hustle he played with was really impressive, which is why he was able to stuff the stat sheet. Kevin, we'll see if he can do that again tonight.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Here's Magician. He has 6. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Jackson.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
And the foul goes on the Magician. That's his first foul. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Jackson. Siakam outside. And it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker.
Good D by Siakam. Raptors leading by 4. makes a three. And again, Toronto no luck. The Bucks have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And that one's good by Giannis.
That's another area where Antetokounmpo is looking better and better. The catch-and-shoot jump shot.
Toronto's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
The score now all even.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
Here's Siakam, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Toronto, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
After a quiet first couple seasons in the league, Siakam really took off in year 3 when he helped the Raptors win their first NBA championship.
Lee's. And so it's Toronto with. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Magician is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And that shot was well contested, but Siakam's just too tricky for it. It puts his skills to work and able to get to the basket.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Right wing, here's Magician, and it falls over the rim and in. Magician's got 8 points. Toronto leading by 14. Siakam deciding where to go with it. And the foul goes on the Magician. That'll be his second foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Hughes is checked in. Outside Jackson. Down low. Here's Magician. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. He's got 10.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Now Van Vliet. He's got 6. And it's good for 2. And the Raptors lead by 14.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Magician. He's got 10. Outside Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Tipped away. Now here's Van Vliet. To the right side. Here's Brasdeikis, guarded by Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. And it's sent back by Allen. one. Here's Magician. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Raptors. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. From deep three-point range, he can't get it to go. Now, Toronto takes it the other way. 1:32 left to play here in the third. And yes, it's good. Van Vliet's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
The Raptors make it. Here's Antetokounmpo. He has 6. Count that one. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
And so it's Toronto with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They then act. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So for Toronto right now, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. Then it's Brook Lopez, and it's Flynn in at the 1. Raptors leading by 14. Dishes it to Lopez, and he makes that one. Lopez has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Raptors.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Middleton the pass to Magician. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Siakam. And the foul goes on the Magician. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Fred Van Vliet is checked in for the Raptors. To the paint. Here's Anunoby. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Raptors lead by 18.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Good work there as it goes.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And the shot's good from Magician.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
Outside Flynn. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Drummond, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Toronto calls timeout. And with the 4th quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Jared Allen's checked in for the Bucks. DiVincenzo with it, picked up by Flynn. And again, the Bucks miss.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
And he comes up with the deuce.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Antetokounmpo against Siakam. Antetokounmpo passes to Magician. Back to Giannis. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Yeah, I don't think you're stopping Giannis on a drive like that. He just takes off, and one stride gets by everybody.
Lopez right side. Over Allen. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Bucks trail by 13. Pass to Magician. The three. Cranes the three-pointer. Magician's got 10 points here in the second half.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Lets it go from deep. Hands it from downtown. Magician's got it back down to within single digits for the Bucks.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
The pass to Lopez. That one goes. Count it.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
Middleton inside the three-point line, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes to Middleton. Shoots over Anunoby. Kept alive. Here's Magician. DiVincenzo passes to Magician. And so it's Toronto winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Alden. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you later.